get ready for a great show.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to the second edition of Salon and Barber Industry Talk. We got Miss Regina Miller and myself. We're here. We getting it going, y'all. We getting it going. How you doing this evening?
Doing good. Hello, everybody. Welcome, guests. Welcome back to the podcast, Yah-Tay.
Yay! We doing it. We doing it. We doing it.
Girl. We doing it. That's what we doing. We doing
yes.
Says the Lord.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Welcome, everyone. We got a great episode tonight. I think this is so needed, Miss Regina. This was an excellent idea that you came up with.
Yes.
Because without clients and that strong foundation, yeah.
Building a strong client base is the topic for tonight, and I'm ready for it because that's life. You know,
let's get it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
How you gonna make money without it?
You're right. That's why I say this is a perfect topic to jump in. So those of you who are tuning in, you are in for a treat. I'm on the I guess you would call me like a novice because I'm over 5, but I'm not at 6 yet. But and Miss Regina has many years. So she's gonna be breaking it down and bringing us some gems, some knowledge, especially for, I'm gonna say, us young folks in the business, supporting us with how do we build a strong clientele base, especially in 2026. And if you listen to this after the fact, these gems are evergreen, so you're gonna be able to utilize this information from here on out. So it doesn't matter whether you're getting it today, you're getting it tomorrow, or a few years from now, it's still relevant. It's still relevant. Yes.
And paper, yes.
Get your pen and paper. She say, it's time for class. It's time for class.
And telling and giving gems out that nobody ever gave me. I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn on my own. Nobody gave me these gems. So the fact that we are here willing to share, yes, get your pen and paper.
Right. And I like I just want to say thank you for saying, you know what, let's do this. Because I think both of our perspectives, the time frame, we can hit it from both ends. You know, me being a newbie, you being, very seasoned in the industry, having seen all aspects of it. I think we're going to bring a well-rounded approach to anything we put up here. Anything. That's the goal. Yeah. That's anything. Yes.
Honestly, Yah-Tay, I don't even, I haven't told the internet a lot, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I haven't seen too much of beauty and barber talk from any people are talking about it. Don't get me wrong, you got 1 billion people in the world.
Right.
I just haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it specifically like this, where you have someone from both industries speaking on it together. You may see 2 barbers or 2 stylists. And you may get a 2 stylists and one has barbering background, but I have not, and like you said, we don't know that it's out there. It could be we just hadn't come across it.
But we see us.
Right.
We it.
Yes. And I think this is a unique perspective because there are some similarities and there are some differences. And I believe that now, since there's talk and things supposedly going in place for the boards to merge,
they are.
Personally, I don't think that's a good idea. I just don't think it's a good idea. And I say that because I've seen a tidbit of it when I went to take a state board for my barber instructor license.
Mm-hmm.
And when I submitted everything, they sent me back a topic:
Mm-hmm.
hair extensions.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see, when
Wow.
you think of hair extensions, anybody in the industry, typically you associate that with cosmetology.
Well,
That's not to
but
say
you know
that.
what happening, sis? I'm not trying to cut you off.
Go ahead, go ahead.
What's happening? Barbers are doing hair replacement in their chairs.
Right,
You see how they making the bald headed men have hair?
right. And I was going to mention that. However, we call it what you just said: hair replacement.
Mm-hmm.
When you say hair replacement and hair extensions, that's when you're looking at the words as is,
Mm-hmm.
that's two different things.
Right.
It's two different things. Yes, it's an addition of hair, whether you're replacing it or extending it. Yet at the same time, when I got that subject, I was like, hair extensions, this sounds like a cosmetology subject.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's true.
I wrote to the board, I called them, I was like, hey, I'm a barber stylist. I'm a master hair care on the barbering side. Is there a way that you all could give me another topic?
Mm-hmm.
They told me no. So I had to say, okay, Yah-Tay, look at this as something positive.
Mm-hmm.
You can create whatever you want. So I made it simple for me. I use clip-ins. Even though I don't do even though I don't do clip-ins, I use
Come
clip-ins.
on now.
And I put it together because I'm familiar with curriculum,
Right.
although I had to, align it based on the instruction manual,
Mm-hmm.
which wasn't bad at all, and put it together. So I had to change my mindset and say, okay, this can be an advantage. Let me create how I see it and make it easy for me. And that's what I did. And I passed. I passed. I passed. Woo! Thank you, Lord. I passed. Yes.
You doing good, girl.
Oh
You
man,
doing
but
good.
I'm
Good that for you.
thank you. I'm not a fan of it because I think um a lot of stuff gonna fall by the wayside. And I think it's gonna be more so on the barbering side than it is
It's
cosmetology.
gonna take a couple of years for them to kind of like really tweak that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't honestly. Sometimes it's best to just leave good enough alone.
We- Thank you. Uh,
But you
yeah,
know, they trying to get in our pockets and get more money because it's money. So
yeah,
we just gonna do our thing and pray God
right.
going on because the future behind us, they got a lot to tend with. They got a lot to
Yeah,
tend.
they do.
But
They
that's
do.
what we are preparing them for a smoother ride.
Right,
That's
right.
what they gonna have a little bumpy ride, but we gonna help them. We gonna help them.
Uh, that's it. That's it. And I will say, um, one thing that I believe will be positive in the situation, and a lot of barbers might get upset with me, and master hair care professionals might get upset with me, um, is possibly implementing continuing education.
Oh, yeah.
We are, as of right now, barbers and master hair care aren't required
You're
to
not.
do continuing education.
Yeah, I've stopped.
So,
I've stopped,
well,
and I'm
I do, but
yeah.
many of them don't.
And then
Almost
it
all of,
depends on too how
yeah,
many years you've been into. So
man,
if you like a senior in it, you don't have to do continuing too. But I man, listen, that was to me, it was just so I like the continuation classes that I went to that had learning,
right,
but just sitting there getting hours, I didn't like that. But when they
right, right,
start making it where it was actually a learning class,
right.
that's when I was like, okay, this is
Okay, I like this. Yeah.
learning a skill or cutting something. They was making it where you were actually learning what, when I was doing it. But now I don't know what they doing.
Right. Yeah, right, right. As a matter of fact, I'm preparing to take a class in a few months with Influence. The product line,
Okay.
they're doing they're having their, I presume it's an annual event coming up in September in Virginia. So I will be attending that.
Good.
For me, I'm always looking to enhance,
Absolutely.
my skills and my knowledge, because ultimately it transitioned to the clients,
Doing
and I'm looking to um I got some of their products, but I want to learn more about their products
mhm.
and start to use more of their products.
And
So that's
that goes right with our subject for tonight, because
yeah,
all of that is building how you build that client,
right.
because people want to go to people who are knowledgeable with
Yeah.
experience. And they always, one thing about my customers, they love that I stay learning.
Yes,
You
it's
know,
important. I
never
think it's
learning.
yes.
It was, they always used to be like, "You going to another hair show, or you going?" I said, "No, I'm going to a hair show. I am going to get a skill um to be better,
Right.
so that and give these skills to y'all and these new hairdos and all this stuff, so that is also how you build a clientele.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so true. You
But
got to keep the knowledge going. And I just don't understand how, and I'm not saying all barbers are like that. But when stuff is not mandatory, it's like, oh, well, I ain't gonna worry about it.
right.
So I don't understand how they're able to elevate themselves and bring that knowledge to their clients if they aren't, you know, getting new information and just going online. Sometimes you got to be in the mix. You got to be in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is so important that the clientele, that you are constant about them, you care, and your education. You know,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
a lot of people have things going on with their hair, scalp,
Yeah.
and if they can trust that you can get them past that, over that hill, baby, you got you a client forever.
Right. Exactly.
And they can already
Exactly.
see the results by what you're doing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you got a client forever.
Yes.
Mhm. You got a client forever. And that is what? Residual income. That's the whole
Uh-huh.
why we doing what we doing, all of these things, because
Right.
it's our livelihood. It's our how we take care of ourselves. So
Right.
we want to be great at that. And let's talk about the self-employment of it all, because
Right.
people don't realize the self-employment of it all. Baby, I got to love you. I got to love what I do, because the self-employment of it all is enough by itself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
And so the workmanship that you put into your craft, you're gonna get it back out. It's not gonna be in vain, And so that's again piggybacking on our topic tonight,
Uh-huh.
how to build that clientele, how to keep that clientele. And it's very important, because that's the whole purpose why we in the industry. We can't sit in our chair and don't do no hair,
Right.
or
Right.
a client, So, my question to you tonight is, how is it for you? You say 5 years now?
Yeah, so to include school, I'm in my fifth year. To include school, I'm in my fifth year.
Okay.
because I started school in January of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you say um your building clientele has been?
Um. So I'll say this.
Mhm.
Um, for those of you who aren't aware, I didn't go into a booth rental situation at the time. I think we talked about this. My mindset wasn't expanded to the point that I could rent a booth and still be an apprenticeship under someone.
Mhm.
For whatever reason, I wasn't thinking like that. It just dawned on me in a conversation that I had with you.
Mhm.
But nonetheless, I went into a commission-based situation. And my reasoning for going into a commission-based situation was I was new, number one.
Mhm.
Two, I didn't have any clientele.
Okay.
And the third reason was I was still working with the federal government, working with children.
Mhm.
And I wasn't ready to release that position until I got a feel for working in the environment, as well as building my clientele, honing in on my skills.
Mhm.
So I chose commission.
Okay.
And the two locations where I was have traffic anyway because of the sheer nature of where they were located.
Right.
So for those of you who aren't aware, I work for as a 1099. So I was an independent contractor for both locations. I worked for Lucky Spot Barbershop, which is in um, Walmart over there off of Forest Drive. If you live in the Columbia area, is right outside the front gate of Fort Jackson. The Walmart that's across the overpath.
Mhm.
There's a Lucky Spot Barbershop. It is still the first one in Columbia. I don't know if it's still the first one in the state, but it was the first franchise to go into Walmart and also go, in the state. The
Right.
second barbershop that I worked for was No Grease. No Grease is based out of, both of them are based out of Charlotte. Um, no Grease is based out of Charlotte. However, they had one location on Gervais Street, which they still do, and the second location is in Columbiana Mall.
Oh,
So I end up leaving Lucky Spot and coming over to No Grease, which I guess you can say they like brother companies because the owners know each other.
okay.
But nonetheless, I chose um, commission. And to get to answer your question, how I began to build my clientele, I knew coming out of school that I only wanted to do natural hair.
Okay.
That's my passion. That's what no relaxers, no, none of the other stuff. Though I know how to do them, that's just not what I wanted to
Right.
do.
Right.
Um, but
I
I hope, huh?
I like that. That what you
Yeah, I knew that coming out of school that was going to be my quote unquote specialty area. Anything natural hair, locks, braids, twists, you know anything natural hair. So um I wasn't proficient at fading, and more specifically I wasn't comfortable, and I didn't feel competent enough to do cut straight hair.
okay.
So um, I didn't do that right away, even though in my first shop I had support and assistance with it because I sat right next to the mentor that was overseeing me. But nonetheless, what I did in the Lucky Spot situation, I would go in Walmart and pass out my cards, let folks know, hey, um, uh, you know about the barbershop here. We have barbers in there. I am a master hair care specialist. I specialize in natural hair. So I would take a break from sweeping because I did a lot of sweeping and
Right.
folding towels and all of that stuff you do when you're building up because that's part of helping the team. But I
Right.
did that and I walked and I walked. What I focused on when I got to no grease, I did the same thing because I was in another situation, new environment. And for those of you who don't know, when you move, you're going to gain clients and you're going to lose clients. That's just part of the business.
Right.
You know, some will follow you, some won't. In my case, I had to start all over again. You know,
Yeah.
I had to start all over again, which was okay. And then starting over, uh, I said, I actually prayed about it. I said, okay, Lord, what can I focus on within this natural hair thing to get going? Locks. So I created a card similar to this. Hold on, I got one. I created a card, but on this card, it had a lock special. I started with them in August of 2022, August 8th to be exact. Started with them in August. School was getting ready to come back in. So I said, well, I'm going to do a special. And if they bring the card in, they'll get a percentage off.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, people have their, you know, pros and cons about offering specials or discounts and things like that. But you got to do certain things to get rolling.
Right.
So what I did was I created, even though I had these, I created a card that specifically talked about locks and I handed those out. And my focus when I walked through the mall, anybody that I saw with locks, I would hand them the card.
Okay.
I would also let them know, are you aware that there's a barbershop in the mall? We have barbers in the mall. Give them the hours of operation. Tell them, you know, who the barbers were in there. And also let them know that we offer natural hair services.
Right.
So that's kind of
Oh, so
how
okay,
I got going. Huh?
that's good.
That's how I got going with building.
Okay.
And then I would post on my, you know, when I didn't my downtime, they would see me leaning over the chair, my arms on the back, on the phone, because I'm creating content and posting.
Right.
Creating content and posting. So my I made good use of my time. I just say that.
Yeah.
And even if I wasn't posting it, I was creating it and storing it so I can schedule it to go out. Yeah.
That's
So that's how I initially started. And then of course, you know, you get in, people coming by, word of mouth. Anytime I was out, and still to this day, when I'm out, especially if I'm in my smock and scrubs, I keep my cards on my person,
oh
in
yeah.
my pockets,
Oh yeah.
in my bag, in my console, and I'm handing them out.
Yeah.
If I'm out to eat, wherever I am, I have them on me.
That's good. Does your
Yeah, that's it.
does your card code?
Does my who?
Does your card QR code?
Oh yes, it does have a QR code on it.
That's important. And those of you listening, and that is very important. So everything she just shared is very important as to why we're here tonight, because we're trying to help you build your clientele. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. I heard this week, Yah-Tay, this lady was saying on TikTok, don't pass down the cards no more. That's old. That
I'm showing. That's how it look. So that's one.
okay.
That's one side, and this is the
I
other side. And this was actually done in
oh,
error. This was done in error. The printing guy, I had wanted them printed separately, but he ended up putting one on one side and
that's
one on the other side. But yeah, they do have a QR code that goes to my site.
yeah, a QR code in 2026, because that's what we're talking about. Trying to get
Right.
y'all. is very important. Like I said, we old school. I'm old school to the new school. Y'all
Right,
school, I'm the old school, but I can relate. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I am on that. So when the young lady was saying, "Don't pass out your business card," I'm like,
What?
how would she say that? Because I'm like you, y'all say, I'm passing out a business card even if I ain't doing hair.
Right,
I'm passing out a business card. Like people don't know who you are or what you're doing. Every time I pass out a business card, it is amazing to me the results that I get from the people instantly. They
right.
say, "Oh my God, I was just looking for a hairstylist saying in my mind, get a hairstyle." You'll be surprised who God leads you to hand a business card that is your customer for a very long time.
And you just said something who God leads you to. I don't just give
Because
it out to be giving it out, to passing it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I listen. I listen. If I
the
don't,
voice of God.
yeah. And another thing I do too, Miss Regina, I I genuinely, well, before I looked at hairstyles and cuts, more specifically hairstyles before, but now that I'm a barber stylist,
Mhm.
I look at cuts, I look at beards, I look at, yes, and I give genuine compliments.
Do
And
that too.
when they look at me like,
Yeah.
I said, no, no, I'm serious. I'm
Mhm.
a barber stylist, so I'm your barber. I say your barber or your stylist. They did that, and
Yeah.
then if it leads me, if I feel led to do it, I'll say, if you ever need a backup, here you go.
See, that's why I know God put us together
Yeah,
because
if you ever need a backup, here you go.
that
I'm not trying to take I'm not trying to take their spot,
no every
because sometimes they can't get in.
but everybody the backup. Yeah, people go on vacation. People are not available. People get
Yep.
babies. People get mad. Like you need a backup.
You do.
That's
And I got to tell you this story. So, one of my clients, our schedules were not gelling. And I won't say his name, but he ended up going to somebody else. So, when I finally got him in the chair and I'm picking him out, I'm looking and I'm like, what's wrong with this side over here? He dropped his head. He said, Miss Yah-Tay, I end up going to somebody else. And he said, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I was I I laughed. Just because it's something between us, because he's grown with me.
yeah. Yeah. Sometimes
He's grown with me. But he was like, Miss Yah-Tay, I just have to wait. I was like, it's okay. And I don't mind it because things like that happen,
yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, that is definitely a thing. Like I told my know, I mean, I've known people forever in the business that, do hair. So it's like, okay,
Right,
so and so, in case I can't, boom, boom, boom. They say that same thing. No.
right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have referrals, if there's something, if somebody is asking me something to do, I refer them. Because I have a young lady here, shout out to Jessica, Miss V, with the coloring and things like that. I can do some one process, but
Yeah.
when you get to all that other stuff, I ain't there yet.
Right.
So,
Right.
I, hey, hey, Miss Jessica, I got somebody that needs such and such, some highlights, some blonding, some whatever. I, I'm sending them over.
Right. Right.
No problem.
Well, baby,
None at all.
that's a tactic.
Even with certain braids, certain things. Oh, such and such, Grace Denise, and whoever else I know. Shout out to Grace Denise. But yes, I send them. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I
Well,
don't.
passing out cards to me is the number one. It's the number one, passing out cards. I will never not do that ever. And I've been doing it all of my career, and my cards just get better and better. Like now we got the QR codes, we got the links, we got all the things. So
Right.
we got the digital cards, we got all the, look, I will not give you a reason to not contact me. How about that?
Right, right, right,
And
right. And
still,
too, the industry has changed,
yeah, and I'm
and
still on my phone.
yes,
I'm
yes.
on my phone. Like, I don't know why people don't want to talk to people. And I think that you should offer the online book and call me, you know, because everybody is not social media savvy or tech,
Savvy. And you gotta be able to cater to
all every
that. Well, I don't well, let me rephrase it. You don't have to if you don't want to,
right.
but you're gonna narrow your scope down if you aren't able, if
Come
you're not willing to. I'll just say that if you're not willing to, because there's like, for instance, my barber doesn't go by appointments.
hmm
It's old school barbershop, first come, first serve.
right.
You got to get in where you fit in. I
hmm
called it this morning. I didn't have any clients today because I had something that I had to take care of personally. So I said, I'll make this self-care day. I call her, hey, how many you got in line? Oh, I call you. I let you know I'm headed to the barbershop. Well, she never got to me because I guess when she got there, they were lined up. But I end up going, still having to wait. But I got my hair done. But
Oh,
that's just her, that's her system.
right.
She does old school. Some do a combination. When I worked in the barber shops that I worked in, I did a combination of walk-ins and appointments.
Mhm.
Because one, especially early on, you do a lot more walk-ins in that environment until you begin to build up your clientele and
Right.
their booking. So I did a combination, and even at no grease,
hmm
if my client was late or they were running behind schedule or something along those lines, and we had someone in the waiting area, and I could get them in, I would fit them in.
Right. Right.
If not, hey, my
Absolutely.
client coming. They'll be, as a matter of fact, they're walking in right now. But I did a combination of them as
So you gotta
well.
work it in too. And that's another thing. Over
Yeah. What?
over
what
overbooking. Don't
oh
over
yeah, yeah. I didn't play that.
make
I
mistake.
didn't play overbooking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Overbooking
Yeah.
is that it will not overbooking will get you where you can't pay your bills.
Mm.
And then now I know some stylists that overbook and them people be waiting in the line for them. It's just to each his own. But we're talking
Yeah.
to
I respect people's time. Yeah. I communicate with them. I have a client that calls me all the time.
Mhm.
Then I got others, some text, some calls, some everybody in between. So I think it's because of the time frame that we come up in. We like a mix between
Yeah.
the two. So
Mm-hmm.
we can do either way, either way.
Can work it.
But
You know what you capable of, but overall, what we're saying is do not overbook. You can work
right,
it. You can do it how you do it, but don't overbook to where people are waiting hours for your services.
right. And
Because
that's, to me, that's just blatant disrespect
it's not
of
fair.
individuals' time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never,
Um,
ever I see people waiting hours. I used to see customers when I'll come into the salon and I'm trying to figure out why they still there when I left.
Yeah, I
They
just, and
had breakfast
that's me,
with you.
but I just think is you're not respecting the person's time. And then when you look at it from the flip side, I probably get chewed up for this. That's like the ego side of that individual.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, we know you the stylist, we know you the barber, but come on,
Yeah.
you you gotta respect the
But the
people
great
time.
about it, when they see me coming in and I'm
Hmm.
leave and you're still there, now you want to get in my chair so you can get in and out. And then now you have uh maybe a little complication in the salon now. They're trying to figure out, why does everybody want to get in Regina chair? Well, Regina comes in at decent hours and Regina goes home to her children at decent hours. And
Right,
still doing the same amount of people you're doing. People time
right,
very important, you know. So I had to begin to teach certain people who was feeling a little intimidated by me. I said, look, I can't help your client is contacting me for an appointment. I'm not doing this to you.
right, right,
Is they're coming to the same salon. They could choose to go up the block, down the street, and take their money somewhere else, but they're blessing this business. Now,
right,
to lose your client because they obviously like you to sit in your chair. So what I
right.
can do is teach you how to book this lady so you can get her in and out. Because I don't want your clients. I got my own.
And you know what, that takes me to the clients today have more options than
Mm,
ever before. So being your word consistent, consistency matters.
mm.
It matters.
You
Because
better
they got so
go
many
down go down
options.
the street now. If you ain't treating them right, they got that.
Thank you. Which takes me into another point, building trust.
Mm,
So before you can build that income, you got to build trust with the client.
uh,
Showing up, you talked about it, showing up on time, professional communication,
yeah.
you know,
Finding,
following through on your promises and what you said you was gonna do,
yeah.
how you said you was gonna do it, and just being dependable.
And
And
find out when
if you,
it is.
yeah, some gonna come up, communicate,
If you
communicate with
if
them.
you know when your client birthday is, they will love that when they come in on their birthday and maybe you have a balloon or maybe you have a card. You know, they love that because
Right.
who don't love that? You know,
Thank you.
so
I keep
it's a small thing
I active listening. When my clients say birthdays or something,
like
they
that.
in my phone,
Yes,
and I'm gonna show you. I have a little for anniversaries, for birthdays. Hold up. I'm gonna find it.
yeah,
At birthdays, anniversaries, um, I have little stuff that I send them.
yes, that's important.
Yeah,
And
I
not
have,
not
like,
doing
this is one for anniversary. I
okay.
send that for anniversary. For birthday, I have one. I'll send this. I gotta update it, but
Okay,
I'll send that for the birthday.
right.
And then, if I'm checking on them about their hair, especially if a new client has come to me in
Mhm.
a couple days, I'll check on them. I'll send them. Where is it? I have this.
A checkup.
Yeah, and it's something simple.
Mhm.
Where it is? I got one because I just sent one. I did some knotless braids on a client.
A
I
follow up. I call it
I,
follow.
I sent her this. I said, "How is your hair? You see that?
Mhm.
How is your hair doing?" The little emojis on
That's
it.
a good follow up. Yep.
And just checking in. And this is what she said: "Greetings. All is well. Hope you are too. I love my braids. Thank you."
Small
Just the little stuff.
bring
Just yeah, just
greater
the little stuff
rewards. Small gestures and big.
go a long way. I know they get tired of me sliding and
Hey,
they texts and DMs,
they
but
love that.
I'm checking on them.
They love
Birthdays, I'm checking on them.
yes. They love
Yeah,
that. So our last discussion for the night will be multicultural. You
Uh-huh.
need to add multicultural clients into your client base
Hmm.
because it's more money. I told myself I'm not just doing African. I need all of the wealth that God will allow me to have. So I learned how to do others' hair, Caucasians, Mexicans, Spanish, um, all nationalities, Chinese, not just African American. Whoever, as a salon owner, and maybe this is just me speaking to salon owners because I feel like if you have a brick and mortar salon, Yah-Tay, and somebody walk into your spot, come on, you gotta be able to do their hair. You can't turn nobody around because of race.
I gotta confess. I gotta confess. In the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
I said it. I knew that my niche was going to be natural hair.
This,
I knew it. Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I
yeah.
knew it without a shadow of a doubt. I knew it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I did till I got in that barbershop. But before I left school, my instructor, thank you, Miss Davis, said, um, "You want to know how to cut others' hair."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "But I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. That's I don't see me doing that because I knew my niche."
Right.
Well, lo and behold, I get in Walmart, all cultures come through. I told you I didn't feel competent enough. One, because of the time frame that I went through school.
Mm-hmm.
We went through during COVID.
Right.
Secondly, the school that I attended was in a predominantly African American community. So when you're in certain environments, that's what's reflected in the school system,
Mm-hmm.
unless you get people coming in. So we didn't get a lot of straight hair clients. So that was another, except for the mannequins.
Right.
Um, and that's different from cutting a live head. In that, I had to position myself where I could get the training to be able to service those walk-ins and other clients in between me doing my clients. So I went to Great Clips and learned how to cut.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't messing up no $50, $40 haircut.
Oh no.
Trying to, I just wasn't doing it. And they was like, yeah, just jump in. No, I respect people's money.
Yeah,
And
because
not saying that I didn't
right.
respect the clients whom I served in Great Clips.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the price point is different. And this is just my perspective and my opinion for those of you who are tuning in and listening and you catching this on the replay.
Right.
When you go into a barbershop, a traditional barbershop, the prices can vary. But those clientels are also looking for different things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're looking for a certain cut, a certain precision. Whereas if they're going into a franchise such as a Great Clips, though they want a great cut,
Mm-hmm.
the precision is not there. The second thing is the time frame that they give you to cut the hair is different.
Right.
So in saying that, I won't get into a whole lot of detail about it, but in saying that, I utilized that opportunity to hone in on my skills. And once I had help. So I would get people to, get management folks to come in and help me out until I became proficient with it. Once I became proficient with it, and because I'm a barber and many of them are, cosmetologists, I knew how to use my tools to get the results that they would get at a barbershop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but in that, it took me time to get to that point. And once I learned it, I said, okay, well, I can still specialize and still cut over here.
That's right.
And even to this day, even though I specialize in natural hair care, I still have a diverse group of clientele. So I
Right.
want to say thank you, Miss Davis and Miss Regina. You are so right.
Oh yeah.
You do want to be able to know how to service other clients.
Very important.
Though if you choose to do so, because I got a mentor in the industry, all he do is locks.
Mhm.
All he do is textured hair. And that's okay.
So if a Caucasian came and wanted, would you be able to do it?
Wanted what, braids?
Locks. No braids.
Locks.
Locks.
I'm gonna be honest. I won't start them, but I'll maintain them for them.
Okay.
And I've had somebody come to me, and guess what I did? I referred them to my instructor because
Mhm.
at the time I knew she did it. I
Yeah.
referred them to her, put him in good hands,
Hmm.
and now they look good. But I will not start them because it's time consuming.
Oh,
It's very time consuming, and it takes a lot to start their locks.
okay.
It's not like starting textured hair locks.
Absolutely.
It's not the same. So
Mhm.
um, I'll maintain them. I'll support them in that,
Yeah.
but I won't start them because it just is. And I don't care about the money.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. It's
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to invest the time to do it
Uh,
because it's a lot of back teeth.
and
It's a lot. Yeah.
so what I love about you is you know what you're not gonna do. That is very important because people be doing stuff and then it don't turn out right. It's not right, and then now you have this reputation of not doing good work. That is not gonna work for you.
No, it's not.
Back
And
up
I
five, whatever that is, but you're not gonna be doing hair because if you get a bad rapport for trying to do everything, you know, I would tell
look, I'm telling, and your reputation still matters in this industry.
if I
It still matters.
if
Word of mouth remains king, Miss Regina. It remains king.
if I don't feel comfortable, girl, and stop calling me Miss Regina.
Look, hey, check this out. We ain't gonna tell nobody we close. It's right.
Girl, anywho,
But you know what? And I'm gonna tell you, that's just the respect level that I have for you within
it's
this
awesome.
the industry, because
Yeah.
you are my elder in this industry.
I,
You see what I'm saying? So that's the respect that I give to you
I
on that level. But since you look, when I elders say stop,
yeah,
you gotta stop.
yeah,
So Regina, I got you.
no,
But that's why.
no ideals, you
Yeah,
know.
I know, right? I know, right? But that's why.
I know it's there, so that's
Yeah,
part. I know it's there. I don't
yeah, that's why, because
nobody
within this environment, um, I respect your position.
right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I know.
yes, ma'am.
Last thing,
You was like, stop calling me Miss Regina. Okay, yes, ma'am.
the last thing is for both of us, we can tap in on it before we go.
Right.
Um, finances. Okay, so our topic tonight is building a strong client.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you should start off? I know what I think, but do you think you should start off with the price in the beginning and leave it there? Or do you think you should get them in with a price and then go up? Me, I'm gonna say what I think first. I go
Wait, repeat that again. Uh-huh.
okay, so we building the clients a strong client base, right?
Uh-huh.
So to get the client in the chair, sometimes we do specials, we do different things with pricing.
Okay.
You think it's best to go if okay, if it's gonna be $150, I'm not gonna say 100 or 90, and then 2 months, 6 months later, I'm gonna give you, oh, this is $150. I just gave you a discount. Do you suggest strongly go in with that $150? That way it's on their brain. They know that's what it is. I don't have to ever change it. We're locked in. What do you think is best for the client? Because I'm gonna see what I think. I have,
Um,
and I'm going to charge what it is. I really don't do specials unless it's Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to know what it costs. I'm not a
right, right.
tag on
So,
bill person. If it's $150, $150 10 years from now.
right,
You feel what I'm saying? As soon as
right.
things,
So, in the beginning with me, because I was starting out and I was learning about pricing structure,
mhm,
um, and I actually talked with my instructor about this a lot because location, um, your environment, all of those things play into pricing. You know, if you got your own establishment, are
mhm.
you making a profit? What are your products? All of that plays into it. But to get to the point of answering the question, I started out with discounts to get going,
Mhm.
because I was new. I didn't have anybody. So I had to,
Yeah.
kind of figure it out. And even my clients was telling me, your price is too low.
Well, hold
You
on.
need to,
So,
you need to go up.
right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
that
However, now my price is the price.
right.
And my barber and I, we just talked about this last Sunday, but my price is the price. Now I do, like a birthday. I will say this. I have had situations, example,
Mhm.
where one of my clients who had been with me for a long time, I was servicing the son. The mother fell ill. This illness took her out of work. She was out of work for a while. When I was at the bar, when I was at the barber shop doing what I do, they supported me, they tipped me, they did all of that. So when she fell ill, guess what I did? Because it's more than hair for me, and I
Oh,
was looking at the young man. I took care of him while she recovered.
absolutely.
He was going into the ninth grade. You know how it is being a freshman
Oh
in
yeah.
the band, and also JROTC.
Mhm.
A lot of hair. I got to make sure he good.
Right.
So I I chose to take care of them in that. Don't nobody know who they are, but I chose to
All right.
take care of them. You know what I'm saying? I chose to take care of
That,
them in that manner,
sometimes
because
those certain clients,
yeah, yeah.
and it ain't quite. It's not. It's not.
It didn't. It didn't.
Yeah.
And then, I work with youth, I've worked with children for a long time. So that was my connection,
Yeah. Okay.
and I will say, um, she wasn't used to it. So I had to let her know that I was serious about
Right.
what I said,
People not.
because some people can feel like,
It's
oh,
crazy how many
no,
I
no,
use.
I'm for real, for real. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm for real, for real.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. People not used to getting blessings. Or
right.
yeah. They
Yeah.
they
So I
would be
I
like,
have
yeah.
to answer your question. I've done that. They may not know it's going to be a birthday discount or whatever, or take a little bit off, but yeah, I do that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, in building a strong clientele, do you think it's best to just go with the
Yes.
prices
Yes.
instead of a discount?
Yes. Yes.
Only when you know the client, then you can go in and bless them and different stuff like that.
Right. Right. And then another reason for doing it that way, Regina, because you ward off people that don't need to be in your chair.
Amen. And that was my ending for tonight.
Yeah, you ward off
That
people
was
who don't need to be in your chair. The price is the price, and yeah.
you and me, we connect really well. And tonight, so really showed me how much we really do connect, because I'm telling you, I was just finna end with that. You will be surprised how you save yourself from a lot of headache by just starting off and following your heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
follow your heart, and like we said earlier, discerning who you give your client your cards
The
to.
cars too, yeah. And I say my clients are pretty good about that too. They like, no, she ain't accepting no appointments.
Yeah. So
No,
overall,
she's not taking any new clients at this time.
yeah. So overall, building a strong clientele base. Do you have anything that you want to say to the people before we?
Yeah, I do. Building a strong clientele base isn't about collecting appointments. It's about building relationships, earning trust, and creating an experience that clients can't wait to come back to.
Mm,
So not only you're building relationships, because relationships are gonna be what sustain you. And building those relationships, you're earning their trust as well. So, ooh, I can't tell you about the trust. You spoke on it. They trust you with their hair. They trust you not just with their hair. They share stuff with you too. So it goes back to that relationship, and then creating an experience
hmm. That's it.
that they can't get anywhere else. I mean, yeah, they can get it similar, but it's not going to be like how you do it.
Right.
So it is about the experience that they have with you. Do you value them? Do you listen to them? You know, all of those things, because then they waiting to come back to you
Right.
because of the experience, because of the trust, because of the relationship. It's not just about the appointment.
That's right.
It really isn't. But that's all I want to say. And building a strong client base is not solely about collecting appointments, especially for our young folks.
Mm-hmm.
Work on your communication, being professional, and building those strong relationships, which in turn go into the trust
That's
and
right.
then that experience. Because you create an experience for your clients, guess what? They're gonna be ready to come back to see you.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be ready to come back.
Like,
So yeah, that's all I got, Miss Regina.
and
That's
that is,
all I got.
you build a clientele,
Uh-huh.
strong clientele.
Yep.
Yah-Tay and Regina.
Yay! Thank
Tonight.
you.
We love y'all, and we will see y'all on the next episode.
The next episode is coming soon. So
All right.
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow Miss Regina on VMP Hair Salon on Facebook. Share with your YouTube channel as well.
Hair Life, Regina Miller Hair Life on YouTube.
Regina Miller Hair Life on YouTube. I got to make sure I have that banner up next time. And you all can follow me at Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm working on putting up more content. Y'all be patient with me, all
Yeah.
right?
Oh no.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yes. All right.
All right. Have a good one. Enjoy. See y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, fam. And we'll be back. More salon and barber industry talk with Regina and Yah-Tay coming soon. Stay tuned.
I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals. I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals. I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals.